It's Super StarCraft Bros.
Grandmaster Monday.
I'm Jay.
I'm Iron Sparks.
That's a Zerg.
Yes, it is. Look at a little Zerg go.
Oh, adorable little drones.
Wouldn't you just want to have one of those as a pet?
That would definitely protect your house from things. Someone break into a house, you see a giant drone just sitting in the living room, and be like, I'm good. Keep all your stuff. I'm good.
And then it can grow up to be whatever it wants to be.
Literally. In its DNA has the genetic code to create anything. So Iron Sparks, is the DNA of a drone like how long is the DNA strand for a drone? If it can morph into every single structure,
it's over 9,000.
Probably. Alright, so we got some manners thrown up by our two pro players for today. And it does look like we have a ZvZ.
Yes, we do.
Tal'darim altar.
Yes, it is.
I was just commenting to Iron Sparks that we have not seen this map in a very long time.
And it's after the rocks were taken out.
Alright, awesome. So who are our two pro players in this Grandmaster Monday?
Well, in our top right corner we have our red Zerg, AcerParanOid.
I think I'm paranoid.
A teammate of Acer Scarlet.
Awesome.
There's probably one stuff, I don't know. Top left corner we have our blue Zerg 1 from team
Mystrial Multi-Gaming.
Yep.
Told you I remember it.
Yeah, and if you guys remember, we casted Pink, who's a teammate of 1.
So now we're going to cast another member of Mystrial Multi-Gaming. So I stutter over all the M's in that name.
Multi-Gaming?
Oh dear God. You're going to get the Muse song stuck in my head. Shut up. And let's see, both players going for an early gas geyser, getting that before the spawning pool is completed. Good droning push from both players. They're both at 15-15, and the Overlords are making their way out on the map to do some scouting.
Yep, so
it's going to be an intense game. Pro level ZvZ is always very fast paced. Early on, you could see Zergling Banelings trying to get those explosive hits off Banelings to nullify your opponent's either economy or their Zergling counts, or you might see Roach play. So it's definitely going to be hostile early gameplay.
And something I really like to see is that Baneling on Baneling action, but however we won't be seeing it this time because Roach Horn did go down.
Baneling on Baneling is very wrong. Roach Horn down 4-1. And Paranoid looks like he's going to do some scouting first and then figure out what he's going to do, which is good. Always, a Zerg player is normally always going to play reactionary, which is kind of an odd thing when you play ZvZ, because you're like, who
reacts first?
I mean, if both of you react to each other, they're not going to do anything. So
but you know, one is taking that initial step to get this Roach Horn, whereas Paranoid went ahead, got the metabolic boost.
Yeah, that is on the way, and the first Roach is out now. Did Paranoid get his queen? I'm assuming he did. Oh, it's going for expand.
No, he hasn't gotten the queen yet.
So he went expand first, and then.
Oh wait, here's the queen.
Okay, there's the queen.
Yeah, he has map control. He knows where his opponent is. He's setting up a line along this hill, so nothing can really get past.
I love that. It's like a Zergling wall. They're gonna hold claws and be like, no, come at us. They kind of sound like Angry Birds.
Yeah.
After no, they're Zerglings. That's hilarious. The Great Wall of Zerglings. Overlord, good position over by Paranoid for 1. It's going to spot anything that's coming out, so he's probably seen all those lings running through. And it does look like one is trying to prepare for them by blocking off that choke from the natural to the main. And he's decided to throw down his own natural. Yeah,
so both players taking this expansion, taking this opportunity, since no one's really doing any forward action to try to get their economy up. Although Paranoid is running out these lings, he might force a cancel on this expansion.
Yep, he is going to do some damage to the hatchery. Whoa, that's a lot of lings that just came in. They're going to try and get a surround on these roaches and lings. Pull back a little bit. I think he's trying to get them out of position before he moves in.
So since there are quite a good number of roaches, he was able to save this hatch.
They're trying, though. They're trying. Lings are poking in, poking out, trying to get something. Speed is on the way now for 1, so that his Zerglings can match Paranoid's Zerglings, and he continues to pump out a couple roaches here and there.
Yeah, right now Paranoid is supply blocked over. He is getting that Overlord out. He's done damage to this, which is pretty good. It won't be at full health. Back at Paranoid's way, starting to get a little bit of creep spread going. Probably see that kicking a little bit more once he gets more droning and can afford to maybe get another queen out.
Yeah.
But for right now, we're just focusing over here. Baneling Nest is coming out for 1, so that'll be a pretty good counter against these Maslings.
Oh, looks like Paranoid's plan now is he really can't push in and do any damage to that natural because of the amount of roaches that are there. Well, what he's doing is containing one to the two bases. Oh, he split up his lings now. He's trying to get a run by into the main, but the roaches move by and go no. Here come the other pack of lings, try to do some damage to the hatchery, and they are just bugging their way out of there. See what I did there?
Let's see. I got a couple of spines coming down here from Paranoid. He's probably expecting a
counterattack? I don't know what word you're going for. Retaliation?
Whatever.
Retaliatory?
No, it has a C in it.
Cucamonga?
Reciliatory? Is that a word?
Reciliatory? I do not know, but here come banelings. Let's stop thinking about words and let's think about banelings.
So these banelings will be able to do much. I'm surprised Paranoid hasn't spent more time over by the third, making sure nothing's gone up.
Yeah, it's kind of because it does appear to me that he's trying to stop a third from coming, but it does look like one is ready to just move out.
But you know, right now would be the great time for Paranoid to run in because these roaches aren't where they were.
You know, I'm a little confused because Paranoid hasn't teched up to anything else.
No, I think he's still.
Is this like, let's see if I can beat you with Zerglings?
Well, he's starting to get
Lings
these
pushing into the natural. Oh, we got some banelings trying to take out this Zergling swarm.
So he has to it really is curious what Paranoid's doing.
He's really trying to bait these banelings. Roaches are at the door of Paranoid, but they're kind of just sticking back. I think he's more trying to focus on the lings that are back at the natural.
But you know, like you said, he hasn't teched up to anything, which really could be a downfall for him.
I mean, it's bizarre unless he's going to save up the gas to try and get a spire. But he doesn't have the lair yet either.
Alright, these lings will get a great surround against one's roaches and be able to take them out.
Yeah, and the +1 is just about to finish. But they do take out that small army now, and well, I mean, supply-wise, both players are essentially equal.
We got a third going down for Paranoid, so he really is right now just focusing on the heavy economy.
He's containing his opponent to two bases very efficiently with just a pack of lings.
And we got a macro house going down.
And really, Paranoid is just on the tail end of this building up his macro game, like you just said, Iron Sparks.
I think he's waiting for a reason to tech up to something. Because right now he'll be fine with these lings against roaches. Although the banelings could present a problem, he's finally deciding to throw down the Roach Warren, which will do good against these banelings, because the lings just won't cut it.
You know, he has kind of forced one to get the banelings out on the field to combat the Zerglings, and now he'll just switch over to Roaches. They can tank a lot more damage from the banelings than the lings. So actually a pretty good goal. I'm perplexed, but I think I'm starting to understand Paranoid's play right now. I can appreciate it.
He's kind of deciding what he wants to see in this game.
And I mean, really, just with these lings, he's really controlled what his opponent has done. And his opponent is moving out now with lings and 4 banelings.
You know, one thing I found curious was he had started the infestation bit, but he cancelled it.
Yeah, infestors would have been an interesting play. Also would have opened higher tech pass if you wanted. But these banelings and lings are going to be spotted by all these overlords just floating out in the middle of the map. And it does look like, oh, these spines are going to be out of position. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to burrow fast enough.
These Banes, if they get in there, they could get not a lot of drones over here, but, you know, a kill's a kill.
Here they come. Let's see if he can pull the drones away. Oh. So about 4 drones for those 4 banelings.
Yeah, so it was a decent trade-off. Could have been better. It wasn't really a highly saturated base, so...
And here we go. Ooh, all these lings are going to kind of run to their death. They run into the lings, and Roach is 4-1. And it almost looks like Paranoid is going to attempt a base raise. He's rushing everything into the natural... yeah, I don't know about this.
Well, Paranoid's fine. He has a lot of defenses at home. He's just going to try to get some damage done over here, force the Roaches to come back, and it just gives him more time to do whatever he wants.
Yep, he is getting a couple lings into the main. He's going to see that there's no other tech besides Roach and Baneling. And here we go. We have a counterattack from 1 to the 3rd.
But you know, Paranoid's right on top of it, getting his wings up here, having the spine collar poking away. He's probably, I'm surprised he doesn't pull the string up a little bit just to get some hits off, but you know, his wings are more than enough to kill.
And he did pull the drones up. They got a couple punches in. Didn't do too much damage, but they kept the lings, not the lings, the Roaches in that corner.
But now I got even more Roaches streaming up, and you know, these could really be a hassle.
One is definitely on the offensive right now. I'm not 100% sure if he's trying to just push Paranoid back into his base so he can set up an expansion, or just attempt to maybe win this.
Speaking of expansion, he's ready to throw. He was ready to throw it down, but again, he changed his mind on what he wants to do.
Yeah, he's instead has a couple more banelings on the way, and he just got some lings from his hatcheries, which I think one is currently teeter-tottering on should I push and try and take the game, or should I try and macro up myself?
But the longer it takes, the more defenses Paranoid can pull up, and he can just stream these lings up here.
Yeah, here come the lings into the main, but it looks like one is going to counter push at the third for Paranoid. Lots of spine callers down at this base. We're going to get a little bit of damage, but there isn't too much defending units. These Zerglings for Paranoid are in one's base, and looks like they've cleaned out the lings. Ooh, good surround of the Queen with the drones.
I like the whole position with the drones. That way the Queen wasn't taking that much damage. Of course, they did take some when the drones started to slip away. But, these roaches, they both have done a pretty good amount of damage up here as well.
And the drone count plummets to 3 for 1, and he is forced to throw out that GG. Whew, that was intense back and forth from both of their players.
One was just very indecisive in that game.
Yeah, well, Paranoid was really good and kept him locked in his base. I think if one maybe had thrown down that hatchery when we saw that drone on the patrol command.
Or if he had went ahead with his infestors.
Yeah, I mean, and the infestors, even a couple of infestors against these packs of lings, you get a fungal on those things. It's gonna drain and kill a lot of them.
They're pro. We're not.
Yeah, excellent game from both. I enjoyed watching both players. So leave a comment down below on how you think both these Grandmaster players did.
Let us know if you have a specific player you want to see, or even just a team in general. Let us know. We'll look them up.
Yeah, we'll look them up, check them out, and we'll cast some games just for you. Send us your replay. We'd love to cast your replay, no matter if you're at bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond.
Yeah, you guys have noticed that last week, we didn't have a bronze or silver game out. It's because I can't find one.
Yeah, so if you're a bronze or silver player, send them our way. We'd love to cast your games. And share, like, the spiel. Good luck and have fun.
GG.
GG.